Are you really angry or just hangry? Discover the shocking truth about how food feels or derails your mood and even your faith.
Sitting back, you can leave the rap race or you can leave the trap. Come with me, let's rap. Take a trip and we pack, and we'll be right back. Yeah, come with me, let's rap. Take a trip and we back, and we'll be right back. Yeah, I stand for what you stand for. Hey, I get on the mic and I transform. Follow me on this world tour. The asteroid that you can't avoid. Follow me, follow me.
And if you ever look yourself in the mirror and feel frustration from like uneven skin texture, fine lines, or the persistent look of dullness that just won't go away, I get it. The struggle is real, my friends. Rather it's acne scars, stretch marks, or just a toe every day, stress takes on the skin. It can be hard to feel confident when your skin isn't glowing like you want it to. All right. That's why I want to share my secret weapon with you. It's the face and body micro roller set, and it's from SkinGym. And you might be looking at me like, man, why are you using a pink, SkinGym micro roller? Hey, I got a secret for you. It was a friend of mine. She had it, and I took it from her, and I loved it so much I couldn't let it go. This isn't just any skin care tool. It's a game changer, folks. With ultra fine stainless steel needles. That's why I love it so much, because like anytime you mention stainless steel, you feel a little bit more manly if you're a man. This micro roller set rejuvenates your skin from head to toe. Head to toe. It's just perfect for improving skin elasticity and texture, giving you that smooth, radiant look you always dreamed of. The set comes with 2 interchangeable heads, so you can tackle both the face and the body with ease. And the best part, it's suitable for all skin types, so anyone can benefit from it. To all my skincare enthusiasts and beauty gurus out there, this is for you. If you're serious about your skincare routine, which I'm getting more serious about ever since the stress has increased out here in these streets, and you want to see real results, you need to try the micro roller set. Trust me, your skin will thank you. Right now, you can get the face and body micro roller set for just $50. It's an incredible value for a tool that delivers professional level results right at home. All right. So what are you waiting for? You might want to go ahead and check out my description. If you look in the description, the link is there, and get your SkinGym face and body micro roller set today. Say goodbye to dull skin and hello to a glowing, confident you. All right, now let's go back into the show. Make sure you, if you got any questions about that, hit me up directly. Hey, Transformers, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about something we all experience at some point. That dreaded feeling of being hangry. All right? Now, I know hangry isn't an official word in the dictionary, but it's perfectly captures that awful combination of hunger and anger that can make us all say and do things that, you later regret. But have you ever wondered why we get so irritable when our stomachs are empty? It turns out there's a fascinating scientific explanation for it all. Our brains run on glucose, a type of sugar that comes from the food we eat. When we go too long without eating, our blood sugars, they drop. And our brains, they start to panic. This triggers a stress response, flooding our bodies with hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. I know all about that, by the way, especially coming from a war zone. These are the same hormones that get released when we're facing a real threat, like being chased by a bear. So essentially, our brains interpret hunger as a life or death situation. Like I said, I was in the military, so I know all about that. Which is why we can become so irritable, irrational, or even aggressive when we're hungry. I recently came across a video on the All Strong Fitness channel, where the host talked about his own experience with Hangry. And he explained how low blood sugar made him feel weak, shaky, and irritable, and how it even impacted his workouts. That really resonated with me because I definitely experienced those same symptoms. And whenever I skipped meals in the morning and I ate lunch, I became a completely different person. I lost focus, my patience wears thin, and I can barely tolerate being around people. It's like a switch that flips in my brain and suddenly everything is annoying. Okay. So I'm gonna like share this video with you guys very quickly and we'll be right back. So let's get into it.
Just having low blood sugar might not be able to make you think as clearly. And that can lead to you being potentially angry because you can't think like, oh, right now I'm just feeling a little hungry and I just need to get some food.
Very quick video. And once again, I must reiterate, you gotta be able to recognize those symptoms when they arise. But like you can get ahead of those symptoms, you can get in front of those symptoms. And we're gonna talk about that in just a little bit. If you just hang on, you just gotta hang on. But here's the thing, Transformers, as a mental health and spiritual teacher, I believe that hunger isn't just a physical issue. And we're gonna get back to the physical issue in just a second. But it's also a spiritual one. When we are hangry, we're not our best selves. We're more likely to lash out, say hurtful things, and make impulsive decisions. This goes against the biblical principles of self-control, patience, and most importantly, kindness. There's a very important scripture quote, Proverbs 16:32. It talks about a better patient person than a warrior, one with self-control than one who takes a city. So what can we do about it, huh? What can we do about it? And we can break down that scripture. And if we start breaking down that scripture little by little, like the very first part of it, a better patient person. How many of you want to start developing yourself into a better patient person? How many of you think that you already have enough patience? But even though you know that you have enough patience, there's still room for even more patience. Because if you increase this patience, you can combat against that urge to strike out like a warrior. Because like when you picture that image of a warrior, you picture the warrior on the battlefield. He has to channel that aggressive side. And when we think about what happens within ourselves when we don't take time out to step back and and be patient with ourselves, to address the needs that we need, to equip ourselves uh, for the battlefield. We can't have controlled aggression. Because like you, a warrior is very disciplined. A warrior is very disciplined, and like I said, they channel that aggression that's needed, but it's more of a controlled aggression. So, and then that's where the second part of that scripture, one with self control, then one with who takes a city. One who, in that image of one taking a city is just, he's reckless. He has no care of who's harmed and who's in the way. Whereas a self-controlled person is going to be more caring, is going to be more kind, more patient, and gonna consider all of their values and morals. This is where I come in at and give you guys what you can do about it. Let's give you some tips to beat the hanger. All right, so let me bring up the screen once again. This is going to be very cool here. This is, most people don't do this for you guys, but you're in for a treat. Here are some tips right here, and I'm going to just take it from the current slide that it is. Tips to be hangry. Eat regular meals, balanced meals, all right? Don't skip your meals, especially breakfast. Especially breakfast. Like, you hear people all the time, like, oh, breakfast is not all that important. You see people and hear people, and I have been guilty of this too. Just rushing out of the house because simply for the fact that, like, hey, you don't have time, or you woke up late, or the kids are going crazy, and you got to get them situated, or you forgot to iron your clothes the night before, whatever it may be. But it's very important that you don't skip meals. Aim to eat at least every 3 to 4 hours to keep your blood sugar stable. Then it's very important to choose healthy snacks. That's tip number 2. Keep healthy snacks on hand, like fruits, vegetables, nuts, or yogurt. I got me some yogurt in my lunch bag. All right? And I'm going to pile into that right after we're done. To avoid reaching for things that are, healthy, like those processed foods, those sugary foods, especially when you're feeling hungry, right? That's no good, because that old saying that you are what you eat, that's very much true. Be mindful of your hunger cues. Pay attention to your body signals and eat when you start to feel hungry, rather than waiting until you are ravenous, because, like, if you ever notice, when you are, like, extremely hungry, that's when you pig out the most, or that's when you are the most irritable, or the most, like, intolerable of, like, being around people, or when your focus, or when your energy levels are it's just like a blah blah blah. So be mindful of your hunger cues, and pay attention to what your body is telling you. And then last but not least, which goes hand in hand with this, is with the last one, the third one. The fourth one is practice self-compassion. If you do find yourself getting hangry, don't beat yourself up. Don't call yourself stupid. Acknowledge your feelings, treat yourself right, and take the steps to nourish your body and soul. It can be very rewarding. Very rewarding, folks. All right? So now I'm going to stop the share, and let's go back here to you guys, and let's talk to you guys up close and personal. Remember, Transformers, we're all human. All right? I don't know anybody who's a cyborg yet. Maybe they are. And we all get hangry sometimes, but by understanding the science behind it and applying spiritual principles, we can learn to manage our hunger and avoid letting it control our emotions and actions. So here's your call to action. I want you to stay tuned for tomorrow's video, where we will dive deeper into the spiritual aspects of food and how it can fuel our souls. And be sure to check out my upcoming episode with Dr. Beverly Smallwood, where we'll discuss how to understand and combat toxic anger in this volatile culture. And your most important job of it all, I want to hear your thoughts and feelings in the comment section. That's your opportunity to voice, what you thought about this video and how hanger sometimes takes over you. Like, subscribe, and do share this video with someone else who can benefit from the content. Until next time, many blessings, peace, and lots of love.
I stand for what you stand for. I'm at your door like the landlord. I can see the future, yeah, I fast forward. I get on the mic and I transform. Follow me, I'm in rare form. Follow me on this world tour, the asteroid that you can't avoid.